I just remembered it, is that like the Lord was showing me that the same energy and faith I put into fighting sexual sin. Like I've created a whole, like, that's a muscle I have consistently worked, like to make sure that I honor you and honor God in my mind and my heart when it comes to sexual sin. I don't even play with it.
Yeah.
It's just like a thought, like, nah, I'm casting that down. Like like anything. It's just I resist it with all zeal.
Yeah.
But I felt like the Lord was like, the same energy you put into fighting that is the same energy you need to put into fighting shame. But here's the deceptive part, is that sometimes the enemy makes us feel like sexual sin is more demonic than things like shame. You know, or bitterness or jealousy. And so we entertain those ideas because they don't feel as illicit. They don't feel as dark.
Yeah.
But those things don't exist in heaven.
Yeah.
But where do they exist?
Yeah, in hell.
Right? So like that's
with the enemy.
That's the spirit doesn't produce those things.
Yeah.
And so if the spirit doesn't produce it, we can't walk in it.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I wanted to say. It came back to me. Thank you, Father.
That's good. That's real good. So, man, yeah. That's one thing I had to learn. I had to learn that what I think about God will inform what I think about myself.
Let's talk about prayer.
Oh.
What's the place of prayer in fighting temptation and spiritual warfare?
Man, prayer is so important because I think ultimately we talk about spiritual warfare, right? And I think this is what I'm learning. The more and more I've been in prayer a lot lately, and what I'm learning is, I think when we think about spiritual warfare, we think about,
I'm getting hot,
calling down heaven and calling down fiery darts and going through, like asking God to start a war with the enemy and all of that. All that is cool. But I think prayer allows us to be in close proximity with God. And because we fight against spiritual wickedness in high places, we have to understand that the enemy is the ultimate bully and he's the ultimate manipulator, right? But he cannot manipulate you when you are in close proximity with the God of the universe. Prayer, that's what prayer does. It keeps you close. Like in Psalms, it talks about hiding us under the shadow of the Almighty from the enemy, right? And so that's what prayer does. It invites God into your life, and it ushers you into the presence of God. And it's not that we don't have an enemy no more. It's that the school bully cannot bully you when you're with the God of the universe, right? And so I think prayer is so important because it helps us to fight. It gives us strength because it allows us to have a relationship with the one who controls it all. And so I think that's what prayer has been for me lately.